chiquititos, hoy en la clase vamos a aprender un verbo nuevo. We're going to learn our very first verb today. It's kind of exciting. So we're going to learn a verb today, but first, before we do our verb, we are always going to start, every single time we do a verb, we're going to start with our personal pronouns. So on your notes, I'd like you to start, and I'd like you to write, we're just going to do a little review first. Los pronombres personales. What are personal pronouns? Because chiquititos, this was the part of the quiz we did not do so hot on. And I noticed it was the part we didn't review right before the test, but this was the part that people forgot a little bit. So I know we need to work on them a little bit. Los pronombres personales. So what is a personal pronoun? What is it? Anybody? Yeah?
It's to replace a name.
Okay, it replaces, and not just a name, but it's replacing a what?
No.
A person, right? Because I could say the boys, right, and replace it, too. I could say the drivers, I could say the students, okay? You're replacing a person, okay? Now, for our personal pronouns, we have, repite todos, yo.
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 ¿Qué significa yo?
I.
Repite, tú.
Tú.
Tú. ¿Qué significa tú?
You.
You.
Informal.
Informal. You. Informal. Okay? You. Informal. The tú, it has an acento sobre la U. La U. Sobre la U. Here's something I'm going to share with you. Tú, without the accent, means your. Tú without the accent, just by forgetting the accent, it changes the meaning of the word. So, instead of saying, how are you, you could be saying, how are your? ¿Cómo estás tú? If you forget that tú, you're putting your just randomly at the end of a sentence. Yeah?
Is it pronounced differently?
It isn't pronounced differently. Pronounced exactly the same. Good question. So how would you know when it's oral?
By
The
Context, exactly, by the context of the situation, okay? Then we have el, repite todos, el. El. ¿Qué significa el? He. El is he. Okay, here's another nugget for you. El, without the accent, is the. Okay, if you forget that accent, it means the instead of he. ¿Qué significa ella? She. Ella is she. Muy bien. Usted is? You formal. Okay? You formal. Or a person of respect, right? ¿Qué significa nosotros? We. Nosotros is we. Okay? Nosotros is we. How about vosotros? You all? Y'all? Or what else could we say?
You guys.
Or you guys. Y'all or you guys. It's you. It's a whole group of yous in formals. Okay, so this would be like you guys when you're talking to your friends. Hey, you guys. Like on the Goonies, yeah? Then we have, repite, ellos. Ellos. Ellas. Ustedes. So ellos, ¿qué significa ellos? This one actually has two meanings.
Group of boys.
Yeah, what's one? Go ahead.
A group of boys or a group of people mixed.
Okay, and it means they for a group of boys or they for a group of mixed, right? They for a group of boys or they for a group of mixed. ¿Qué significa ellas? ¿Qué significa? Dime.
They for a group of girls.
They for a group of girls. Muy bien. And ustedes?
Multiple people of respect or something?
Multiple people of respect. You all formal, right? You all formal. Excelente. Excelente. All right. Pronombres personales. Do we have any questions on these so far? Okay. Question. Can these go alone?
No.
In a sentence. Could you use these alone?
No.
Yo bonita. I'm pretty. Can I do that?
No.
What do we need?
Name first.
We need vowels.
We need some kind of a verb in there, right? A verb. All right, so that's what we're going to learn today. So today we're going to learn our very first infinitivo, our very first infinitive in Spanish. And our first infinitive is going to be the verb ser. Ser. And so you're going to write down the infinitivo. This is called the infinitivo. What you're going to box is called the infinitivo. And in Spanish, for all verbs, okay, for all verbs, there's an infinitive form, okay? This is the form of the verb before you conjugate it. It's the unconjugated form of the verb. And all infinitivos mean to do something. For example, ser means to be. To be or not to be. Okay? Ser means to be. Hablar is to talk. Saltar, to jump. Comprar, to buy. So all of your infinitives will always start with a to do something, yes? But in Spanish, okay, you can't say yo ser. Okay? I to be. You don't want to say I to be, you want to say I am, right? So that's where the conjugation is going to come into effect. Okay? This is called conjugating a verb. And conjugating the verb means changing the verb from the infinitive, like ser, to each of the forms of the verb. Changing it from to be to I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, you guys are, etc., etc. Yeah? Does that make a little bit of sense? Okay? Now, I want to try something quickly before I give you the forms of the verb ser. On our personal pronouns, okay, back to our personal pronouns for 1 second. One thing I did want to do, so como se dice, what are the two first person pronouns? Personal pronouns. First person, you're talking about yourself. What are the two first person pronouns? Yo would be one of them. And yo and, oops, sorry, I'll do it over here. Yo and nosotros. Exactly. Those are both first person, okay? First person. What are the second person pronouns? The second person. Two and what? Vosotros. Two and vosotros. You informal and you guys, right? Oh, sorry, I'm going to actually move these over a little bit so I can use them later. Okay, there's actually two more. What are the other two for second person pronouns?
Ellos and ellas.
Ellos and ellas, they. So when we're talking about, when we're talking about first person, we're talking about I. I am included in it, right? Me. I or we. Okay? Second person, who are we talking to? You. You are talking to somebody. Talking to someone. That would be a great thing to write down. If I write it down, should you write it down?
Yes.
Sí, por favor. Would you mind grabbing me either a blue or a green up there? Okay, third person. Sorry, so what are the other ones that are talking about a you? What are the other two personal pronouns where you're talking about a you? Usted would be one of them, because it's gracias, señor. Because it's you formal, right? Usted would be one, and what's another one? Ustedes. Ustedes. Okay? Now, third person, are we talking to someone anymore? You're talking about them. In this case, for third person, you're talking about someone. So that would be a really important thing to write down. Talking about someone. Okay? And so what are my third person pronouns then? Erica, what's one of them? Which one? Vosotros, we're going to leave under second person. Can somebody help her out maybe? The very first time, what could it be? L would be one of them. He. So then what's another one, Erica? Exactly, ella. L and ella. He and she are both third person, right? Because you're talking about someone. Who is he? Who is he? Who is this guy? Am I talking to him? I'm talking about him, yes? Versus looking at him and saying, hey, who are you? Now I'm in what person? Second, right? Okay, so third person, we're talking about them. We have L and ella. What are two more? We need two more. Yeah? Ellos. Nice. Ellos and? Ellas. Ellas is going to be the very last one. Ellos and ellas. Go ahead and just have a seat. Take out a piece of paper. Ellos and ellas. So these are all of our pronouns. Now, if I draw a line right down the middle of this, bam, right here, what can you tell me? I draw a line right down the middle of that diagram, what observations could you make? Can you make any observations about that separation? Raise your hand when you see an observation. Something that you notice. Something that you notice. What do you think? See.
On the right side, it's plural.
Bam. All of these ones are plural. All of these ones are plural, so we're talking about more than one person. Okay, those are my little peoples. And over here, you're laughing at my drawing skills.
Mm-hmm.
All of these ones then are singular, so we're talking about one person. Okay? See? Okay, so singular and plural. Now, why did I have to rewrite all of those as opposed to just using these? Where is the difference? If you look at our lines, where are the usted? Where's usted and ustedes? They're up one in the second person, right? Okay, they're up in the second person. But even though they are a second person pronoun, we're actually going to conjugate them with the third person. Okay? So that's why it's in this group here. Every time we conjugate a verb, we're going to set it up exactly like this. So no matter what verb it is, if I write the verb right here, who's doing it? I am. If I write the verb right here, who's doing it? You informal are. Okay, so every time we set up our verb, this is how we're going to set it up. So we have repite todos. Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Tú eres.
Tú eres.
Él, ella, usted es.
Él, ella, usted es.
Nosotros somos.
Nosotros somos.
Vosotros sois.
Vosotros sois.
Ellos son.
Ellos son.
Okay, we have repite. Soy, eres, es.
Soy, eres, es.
Somos, soy, son.
Somos, soy, son.
Soy, eres, es.
Soy, eres, es.
Somos, soy, son.
Somos, soy, son.
Soy, eres, es.
Soy, eres, es.
Somos, soy, son.
Somos, soy, son.
Soy. Okay, now again so that I can hear you. We have
Soy, eres, es. Somos, soy, son. Soy, eres, es. Somos, soy, son.
somos, sois, and son. Muy bien. Okay, so now let's define these forms here. Yo soy. You have already seen this. You've already seen this in your vocabulary. Yo soy de California. ¿Qué significa yo soy?
I am.
Bam. Muy bien. Yo soy means I am. Yo soy means I am. Okay? Now, technically, soy all by itself means I am. Technically, once you guys get speaking Spanish more and more, I will allow you to drop the personal pronouns. For right now, I always want you to use them every single time. Don't just say soy, say yo soy. That way you start remembering that yo and soy go together and it's the I form. Yeah? Okay? How about tú eres? What would tú eres be then, do you think?
You are.
And not just you are, but you
Are.
informal are. Nice. You informal are. You informal are. Muy bien. Okay? Now, S is going to be hardcore because it has 4 different meanings. 4 different meanings. What is LS? LS is going to be he is. What is AS?
She is.
She is. What is usted es? Okay, so first of all, what's usted? You formal, and then S is going to be are. You formal are. You formal are. Okay? And then the 4th meaning that you have under S could also just be it is. It is. Like, for example, the marker is not a person, right? So am I going to use a personal pronoun for it?
No.
No, you can't. It's not a person, so you can't use a personal pronoun. But I want to be able to tell you it is a marker. Es un marcador. Ah, yeah. So, ¿qué es esto? We just learned this word yesterday. Un. What is it? Un lápiz. Repite todos. Un lápiz.
Un lápiz.
Un lápiz.
Un lápiz.
So, how do you say it is a pencil?
Es.
Es un lápiz. Da, 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 da. We can make sentences now. Repite. Es un lápiz.
Es un lápiz.
Es un marcador.
Es un marcador.
Es una gorra.
Es un gorro.
It is. Okay, todo bien? ¿Sí? Yeah? Are we okay with me so far? Muy bien. All right, somos. Somos, nosotros somos. Nosotros somos is going to be? We are. Am I included in this group? Yes, buddy, I am. We are. We are. Okay? How about sois? Sois.
They are.
Close. What is vosotros, though?
You are. Oh, you.
You guys.
You are.
So you guys are. I could say sois estudiantes. Am I included in this group now?
No.
Sois estudiantes. You guys out there, informal, are students. Am I included in the group? No, not this time. Okay? Now, son is going to be just like es, and it has 4 different meanings. Okay? So, ellos son. This one actually has 2 meanings all by itself. What is ellos son? They what? They what? We need the verb. They are. Nice. They are for who? A group of boys. Group of boys. It could also be they are for a group of mixed. Okay? They, oops, I forgot the R. They are. They are for a group of mixed. Mixed meaning mixed genders. Boys and girls. Okay? So I could tell you guys right now, ellos son estudiantes. They are students, yes? Or I could say ellos son estudiantes. Even though we have a girl in the group, we always in Spanish have to default to the masculine. You have to default to the masculine. Okay, so even if there are 99 girls and 1 boy, you have to say son. Ellos son. Bien? You with me there? Okay, I like it. So now we're going to do ellas son. What is ellas son going to be?
They are for girls.
There you go. They are for a group of girls. Kaylee, puedes abrir la ventana, por favor? Gracias. They are for a group of girls. Okay? And then we have ustedes. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't even mention this. I just did it. UD is the abbreviation for usted. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. I just did it. UD is the abbreviation for usted. So, what do you think the abbreviation for ustedes is going to be? UDS, exactly. UDS is ustedes son. And what's that going to be? If you wanted to tell Miss Nanset and I, you all formal are teachers, how would you do that?
Ustedes son.
Ustedes son, and then how about teachers or professors? Profesor. Now, we're 2 girls, so we're profesor. Perfecto, muy bien. So, ustedes son is you all formal are. Okay? Ustedes son is you all formal are. Now, this probably seems a little bit overwhelming, the very first verb, because everything up here is form, yes? But I want you to know, once you learn how to conjugate a verb, the same rules apply to lots of different verbs. So you'll set it up in the same way, okay? So we have repite todos. Everybody go ahead and pull los lápices en el escritorio. Muy bien. We have repite. Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Muéstrame, show me. Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Tú eres.
Tú eres.
And you should be pointing at somebody. Tú eres.
Tú eres.
Okay. LS. Repite. LS.
LS.
Point to a boy. LS.
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 He is. Ella es.
Ella.
Ella es. Ella es.
Ella.
She is. She is. Ella es is she is. Okay? Repite. Usted es.
Usted.
And who are we pointing at now? Old Lady McGee up here, and it's you all, you formal R. You formal R. Okay? You formal R. And then we have repite. Nosotros somos. Am I included in the group? Yeah, we have repite. Nosotros somos. Vosotros sois. Now I'm pushing it off on you guys. It's not on me. So we have repite. Vosotros sois. You guys are. Okay. Then we have repite. Ellos son. They are for a group of boys or mixed. Ellas son. They are for a group of girls. Or ustedes son. This is for our king and queens. Okay, you all formal are. ¿Todo bien? Okay, otra vez. ¿Qué significa otra vez?
Again.
Again, ready, Skylar? ¿Estás listo? Are you ready? Sí. ¿Estás listo?
Sí.
Sí, muy bien. Okay, we have repite. Yo soy.
Yo soy.
Tú eres.
Tú eres.
Él es.
LS.
Ella es.
Ella es.
Ustedes.
Ustedes.
Nosotros somos.
Nosotros somos.
Vosotros sois.
Vosotros sois.
Ellos son.
Ellos son.
Ellas son.
Ellas son.
Ustedes son.
Ustedes son.
You're you all formal, right? Okay. You all formal. ¿Todo bien? Are we okay with this? Más o menos? A little bit. A little bit? Un poquito? Okay. All right. I want to try something just to see what happens. We have repite. Soy. Eres.
Eres.
Es.
Es.
Somos.
Somos.
Sois.
Sois.
Son.
Son.
Soy. Eres. Es.
Soy. Eres. Es.
Somos. Soy. Son.
Somos. Soy. Son.
Soy. Eres. Es.
Soy. Eres. Es.
Somos. Soy. Son.
Somos. Soy. Son.
Okay. ¿Cómo se dice we are? Nosotros. What? Somos. ¿Cómo se dice you and formal are? Tú eres. Tú eres. She is. Ella es. Ella es. They are for a group of boys. Ellos son. Okay, there's some of you that are not talking right now, and unless you want to talk by yourself for the whole YouTube channel, you might want to be repeating as a class, so you can practice that pronunciation, right? Okay, so ¿cómo se dice he is? LS. LS. What if you forget the accent over the L? What are you saying? The is. The is. You want to say he is instead, okay? All right, we're going to down clap. I'm going to try this. It could be a total train wreck, but we're going to give it a whirl. The very first time we've learned this verb. You guys, we got to go really slow. We're going to down clap. I'm going to give you the personal pronoun. So, for example, I'm going to say yo. So you guys would say soy. So I'd say yo, soy. Tú, el. Okay, so you get the point, yes? Okay, so down clap with me. Keep it slow, otherwise you guys will be like, okay? So, rhythm, here we go. Super slow. Down clap. Yo, tú, el, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, yo, ella, nosotros, tú, ellos, tú, ellas, Okay, so what happened when we're doing it like this? Go, so, tú, eres. Everyone's like, yeah, we got this. It's so easy. And then what happened when I was like, put a random one in there, out of order. Did you guys do that thing? Yeah. Okay, so we want to get to the point that I can mix them all up and you guys can keep going. Tú, eres, ellas, son, yo, soy, nosotros, somos. Así, muy bien, yeah? So that's where we're headed to. Okay, adios.